This is Calvin Castine, and as I'm taping this, I'm assuming that this will be part of our little corner program that we'll be doing on the history of Chateaugay, New York, as they celebrate their 200th birthday here on this July 25th, 1999. I'm sure we'll have covered it earlier, but the town of Champlain in Clinton County was incorporated back in 1788. Originally there were 3 townships in the county of Clinton, and that included Plattsburgh, Willsboro, and Champlain. That was it. Willsboro, of course, now part of Essex County, and Franklin County is, if you're coming from the east, Franklin County is where it all begins, is right here in Chateaugay. And much of Franklin County was originally Chateaugay back 200 years ago in 1799. The parade celebrating the 200th anniversary is about to commence here. We are located on the main street, Route 11, looking at this point toward the west, toward the Malone area. It definitely looks like the parade started on time. In fact, they may have, since they started at the school, they may have got a couple-minute jump. They started at the school just around the corner.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 200th anniversary of the town of Chateaugay. We're so happy to see such a large turnout this morning. We thank you all for coming out. At this time, we'd like to say a few words about their Chateaugay Revitalization Committee and for the great job that they've done in putting all of this week's activities together. Let's give them a great big round of applause right now. Joe Ryan and Kenny Chain are marshals of this large parade. We have some 48 floats, marching contingents, and we're very happy to welcome all our participants this morning. The parade is being led by the Chateaugay Rescue, which needs no introduction, followed by the Chateaugay Pumper number 51. The Chateaugay Rescue and Chateaugay Pumper are leading our parade.
Certainly want to point out how well decorated the town offices are here. Reminiscent of the old photos you see back in the late 1800s, whenever they'd have a big event. Of course, those are all black and white, but you can see that they were red, white, and blue, and very well decorated here. And we have a great vantage point, and I appreciate the people inviting me up here to get this vantage point of the parade celebrating 200 years. The town of Chateaugay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chateaugay Rescue, followed by the Chateaugay Pumper. Let's welcome our first group of parade participants this morning. Toby, can you see if Bob Dupree is this mother? Yeah, is that Bob Dupree? Now our third spot in the parade, let's welcome Mrs. Dupree, the oldest citizen in the town of Chateaugay. She's 99 years old. They farmed on the farm just east of Chateaugay, village of Chateaugay. With Mrs. Dupree is her son, Bob Dupree, who served on the town council for over 30 years. Let's welcome Mrs. Dupree and Bob.
All right, almost half as old as the town of Chateaugay, Mrs. Dupree coming through here. 99 years young, I guess we're supposed to say. And look how spry and very much into it she is. This is great.
Mrs. Dupree and Bob Dupree.
Half the age.
Big welcome for our color guard from Bear Hill Correctional Facility, Malone, New York. The Bear Hill Correctional Facility color guard.
The Bears are loose from Bear Hill.
Followed followed by the Malone Civil Air Patrol, a group widely known for search and rescue throughout the area in times of emergency. Thank you for participating. Malone Civil Air Patrol Color Guard.
Units in today's parade.
Welcome Chateaugay's own Color Guard from the Chateaugay American Legion Post, the Chateaugay John Herrica Post, followed by the Chateaugay Auxiliary.
Temperature today is...
World famous Norwood Marching Brass Band performed at the White House, performed at the Olympics. Let's welcome our neighbors from Norwood.
Temperature is just below 70 degrees, very pleasant marching conditions today. Let's listen to the Norwood Marching Band.
Chateaugay Fire Department Color Guard and the Knights of Columbus. Chateaugay Fire Department Color Guard, the Chateaugay Knights of Columbus.
And the 4th degree is here.
Chateaugay Council number 469, Knights of Columbus.
Tom Dwyer
served our area for over 99 years. We're happy to wish the town of Chateaugay a very, very happy birthday. Chateaugay Knights of Columbus.
That's the boat that Tom Dwyer uses to lead the pilgrimage over to Isle of Mont every year.
Also marching with the Chateaugay Knights of Columbus, Chateaugay's own Joe Ryan in period dress.
This parade is going by as if they're in a hurry. They got a date somewhere. They're just rushing right by. A very fast-moving parade as they want to get going on the festivities celebrating 200 years of Chateaugay.
Chateaugay American Legion Auxiliary number 875. Float in the parade.
Hey, Betsy.
Paying homage to Betsy Ross, creator of our American flag. The Chateaugay American Legion Auxiliary. Also with us, Uncle Sam. Let's hear for Uncle Sam. Chateaugay American Legion Auxiliary. First motorized vehicle in the village and town of Chateaugay. Two of our prominent citizens, Bill Twaddle, Leo Boyer, the Chateaugay Child. The 1924 vehicle.
There's what they had before.
Chateaugay Pumper Volunteer Fire Department, our own local Chateaugay Volunteer Fire Department. This time, welcome please Chris Artloff, Assemblyman Chris Artloff, and Sheriff Jack Pelkey. Welcome Sheriff Pelkey and Assemblyman Artloff. Don't forget Dale. Dale. Yeah. Okay.
Hang on tight. They said they're zipping right by here.
Here come some of our local officials from the town of Chateaugay. Let's give them a big hand. Mr. Ryan, our legislator. Fred Cook, councilman. Helen Ryan, councilman, who's a co-organizer of our activities. Art McCormick, Bill Trombley, Supervisor Don Bilo, and Town Supervisor Kirby Cook. Welcome our town officials. Village of Chateaugay, represented by some antique equipment, driven by our mayor, Gabriel Lepardo, accompanied by village clerk Carol Roach. Some equipment on display from the Village of Chateaugay. Man, oh man, are they going?
He can't keep track here. They're going by so fast. They must have another parade to go do.
The United States Postal Service float represents the history of mail delivery in Chateaugay for over 200 years. From rural delivery by horse-drawn carriages and sleighs to today's delivery. Also, join us this afternoon. We're happy and proud to be a part of the cancellation to celebrate our 200 years. The Chateaugay Postal Service float. Thank you very much. The Quilting Bee float, ladies and gentlemen, the Quilting Bee float. Accompanied by the music of fiddler Mel Niemeyer. On the float, Mrs. Lavina Boyer, Lavella Clark, and Lil Casey demonstrating the art of quilting. Thank you, ladies. The tractor being built by Mr. Garth Fizinet. A little louder, Mel.
This is something we're going to be looking at later today. We'll be at the Shazy Old Home Day card show
Malone
later
Auto
today.
Club, ladies and gentlemen, coming off a successful weekend of their show last week, led by Tom Andres, president of the Malone Auto Club. A large contingent of cars from the Malone Auto Club.
Malone Auto Club ought to let Hometown Cable know when their car show is every year so we can put it on our calendar. It's easy to get a hold of us. Just phone home in Champlain, 298-HOME.
The Malone Auto Club. Several vintage cars. Coming up behind the Malone Auto Club, the Key Bank float from Key Bank. The Key Bank staff would like to thank the Bicentennial Committee for their work and dedication, and to make our huge success, let's thank the Chateaugay Bicentennial Committee and also welcome the Key Bank float. Key Bank.
Little peacock. Not teacup, but peacock. Here come the bankers. Giving out dollar bills.
The Key Bank float. Followed by the Marching Key. Behind the Key Bank float, the Chateaugay Hotel. Started in 1799 as a log cabin.
Big red key.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chateaugay Hotel float.
The Cherry Knoll truck.
Dressed in period costume and prepared to welcome everybody to Chateaugay. The Chateaugay Hotel float.
What a great float. Wish they'd slow down a bit.
The Chateaugay Hotel float, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to welcome our neighbors this morning from Burke. The Burke Volunteer Fire Department, member of our mutual aid system. Thank you, Burke, for coming out this morning.
About time to get a new fire truck there, Bert.
The Malone Call Firemen, ladies and gentlemen. The Malone Call Firemen. Let's welcome our Shriners, very, very active in treating children burns. The Shriners, ladies and gentlemen. Also with the Shriners this morning, Ronnie Cook and Cameron Herdman are clowns. Cameron Herdman and Ronnie Cook in the Shriners Hospital floats. Thank you, Shriners.
I think it would have been nice if they'd invited people from the town of Champlain to take part in this.
Very active in taking care of
Since the
children,
Chateaugay was
especially young
formed
children
from the
suffering
town of
severe
Champlain
burns.
200 years
Shriners,
ago, it would have
ladies
been
and
very
gentlemen.
appropriate.
More of our good volunteer fire departments represented from Fort Covington, the Fort Covington Volunteer Fire Department.
1854 button bumper.
The Chateaugay Fish and Game Club float, ladies and gentlemen. The Chateaugay Fish and Game Club has been active for many, many years, sponsoring many safety courses for our young people and all our hunters in the area. Very active in all kinds of activities involving conservation. The Chateaugay Fish and Game Club, very active in stocking fish this past spring. Chateaugay Fish and Game.
And the band that doesn't know which way it's going is trying to make its way up the street, but they never know which way they're marching. Should have had them leading the band parade.
Next group is the Epiphany Honor Guard Brass Band out of Montreal, Canada. The Epiphany Honor Guard Brass Band, ladies and gentlemen, from Montreal, Canada.
These guys would have slowed down the parade a bit if they'd been more toward the front.
Welcome to the Epiphany Band from Montreal, Canada. Thank you for coming out this morning. Great job. Epiphany Marching Band from Montreal.
Great marching tune by John Philip Sousa, the Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini.
Next group in our parade is the Sunoco Mini Mart, conveniently located for all our North Country customers. Let's welcome the Chateaugay Sunoco Mini Mart.
Whoa,
Founded
giving
by
out
Jessica
basketball.
Ryan Niemeyer and the Chateaugay Mini Mart Sunoco. Get those basketballs from Mrs. Jones. Thank you, Chateaugay Sunoco.
Look out, look out. Holy cow.
The hook and ladder pumper, the hook and ladder from the Chateaugay Fire Department, ladies and gentlemen. Followed by Bill Wood's maple syrup products, driven by Terry LeClaire, paying homage to our tradition of maple syrup making in the North Country. Bill Wood products, maple syrup. Wood's maple products, ladies and gentlemen. Terry LeClaire and the Horse Drawn team. Thanks for coming out, Bill, Terry. Winston Armstrong, the Chateaugay Valley Antique Association, their annual show August 28th and 29th, the Chateaugay Valley Antique Association. Thank you for coming out this morning. Fire pumper fully operational from Huntington, Quebec. If they need it, they can use it. The pumper from Huntington, Quebec. Alex's True Value Hardware Store, ladies and gentlemen. Serving all your hardware needs in Chateaugay, Bradensville area. The Chateaugay True Value Hardware. Alex's True Value Hardware. Followed by Just Ask Rentals. All part of Chateaugay Value, True Value, Alex's Hardware, and Just Ask Rentals. Jack Swanson and Family Antique Tractors. Jack, I never saw you look so good, buddy.
Riding in a manure spreader.
Yeah. Jack first tractor is driven by his son Johnny. The second tractor by Pat Burke. Swanson's Antique Tractors. Let's welcome our friend Junior Rao in his 34 Lincoln. Beautiful vehicle. Junior Rao Mellenberg, 34 Lincoln. High Falls Parks, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget the fireworks next week. High Falls is a very popular attraction in our area for campers. We're very happy to have them represented in our parade today. Chateaugay High Falls Campground. Mac Watson and family. Chateaugay High Falls Park. Don't forget the fireworks next Saturday night. The Maple Leaf 4-H. 4-H very active in the North Country. Very happy to have their participation this morning. The 4-H Maple Leaf. Excellent float. The Maple Leaf 4-H Club. Some more of our local volunteer fire department for mutual aid, the Cherubusco Fire Department. Ladies and gentlemen, Cherubusco Fire Department. Also our friends from South, Lion Mountain Fire Department. Lion Mountain and Cherubusco. Thanks for coming out this morning to help us celebrate 200 years of history. No, I got it. The Chateaugay Fish Hatchery and the Cub Scouts, ladies and gentlemen. A very prominent industry and up and coming in our area of fishing. The Chateaugay Fish Hatchery and the Cub Scouts. Thank you for coming out this morning. Good morning. Chateaugay Fish Hatchery. Nice spot to visit while you're in town. The Chateaugay Fish Hatchery.
A lot of Olivers out this way.
Chateaugay through the years. This is Judy McCormick's fourth grade class at Chateaugay Central. The students made a timeline to depict several incidents from our history, starting with the Benjamin Roberts founding of Chateaugay, all the way through Oliver Gibson and the Chateaugay record. This is McCormick's fourth grade, Chateaugay through the years. Benjamin Roberts' first family in Chateaugay and the Chateaugay through the years. Thank you, Mrs. McCormick's fourth grade.
With the Gibson guitar and everything out there.
Let's give a real big welcome to Macadam Cheese. The Macadam Cheese, the oldest continuously running cheese plant with the newest technology. And thank you for the great sign over Main Street. Macadam Cheese Company. Your out-of-town guests, stop in and get some of that great cheese, macadam cheese. Another outstanding group from Montreal, Canada, the 306 Wind Pipes, Drum and Band. Let's welcome our guests from Montreal, Canada. Leonard's Pizzeria. Dave Leonard, very active in the community, helping with the Chateaugay revitalization and this parade this morning. Again, Leonard's Pizzeria, very active in our revitalization efforts and the parade this morning. Leonard's Pizzeria, Chateaugay.
Yeah, giving out sodas and chips.
Lepardo Barbershop, a fixture in our history for a long time. The first barbershop was opened by Jim Lepardo in April 1951. Gabe joined his father in 1955. Lepardo Barbershop, a part of Chateaugay history. Antique car, Mr. Charles Chain. Also a village trustee. Charlie Chain, vintage 1940 Pontiac. Clinton Essex Library System. Happy to serve the area on, oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the Burke Adult Center. The Burke Adult Center, located in Burke. The mail's going to get through on time, I can guarantee it this morning. The Pony Express is here, they'll get through on time. Kate Howard, Jack McCormick, Pony Express. In 1931.
31 just went through earlier.
That's Erwin Callan.
Erwin Callan, ladies and gentlemen. Vintage Chevrolet, Chateaugay Volunteer Rescue R57. Chateaugay Fire Department, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that's the end of our parade. Again, let's have a big hand for the organizers of this parade, the organizers of this week's event. Again, Joe Ryan and Kenny Chain, co-marshals of this parade. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chateaugay Bicentennial Committee and Revitalization, thank you, and look forward to you at the Rec Park. Again, thanks for coming out. See you at the Rec Park this afternoon.